Well, we're almost at performance time, so it's fraught but exciting. You know, you bring a whole lot of creatives together, some of whom haven't worked together before, some of whom have, and they've all got visions for how this thing might work, and everybody's really trying to absolutely do their best. All the actors are working really hard. Everyone's very worried about the audience and how each thing's going to be perceived, but in a good way. I think that people really believe in the work they're doing here and believe in the idea behind the Play Festival, which is how can we best showcase this extraordinary new work to an audience and to the level that will help it get on to production. So this morning they're in the theatre teching, but when we say teching, it's really shorthand for you've got half an hour, try and get your sound cues and lighting cues in there, let the actors walk around in the dark and find their feet. You know, we are doing a reading, but once you get in front of an audience, everybody wants to make it as close to perfect, whatever that means, as possible, which is kind of brilliant that people invest so much in getting these plays to the level where people can really see what it might be in production. So you try and hint towards and share the idea of the world of the play, I suppose, and it's a little bit stressy, but that's, you know, all good. Everyone's used to it. It's kind of, if you work in the theatre, you know that there's a kind of angry period, a calm period, a crazy period, and then a period of basking in glory, and everyone's looking forward to that. What we wanted the festival to be was a fantastic showcase opportunity. So it's a launching pad for new plays, and we try and select works that really are ready to go into a rehearsal room. And while we do other things, like we're looking at new plays from Broome, we're looking at plays from Scotland, we're working with new plays by Jack Hibbert and John Romerell, you know, people who kick-started the industry that we're in right now. But mostly the festival is a chance to, well, there is some development of the play, and of course whenever you get in a rehearsal room, that's inevitable. Actors, directors, all those creatives, you know, want to have some, you know, useful comments so that the play can get richer and more complicated, more sophisticated. But certainly the Play Festival, what we wanted to do is to be that kind of launching pad, so that it's a talent accelerator, but it's also the kind of clear path towards the next stop being a production. What we want to happen is for producers to run downstairs and to crash tackle me and say, we're going to fight for that play. But it tends to happen in secret back rooms where conversations happen in the foyer, and where we want plays to, you know, capacity to build around a play. And, you know, of all the work that we support, generally 1 in 2, now 1 in 3 gets on into production. And they're happening at all sorts of different theatre companies. So some at the really, you know, very, very small end of the small scale, right up to something like Reg Cribb's play from last year, The Damned, which went on controversially at Black Swan State Theatre Company. So, you know, they can kind of go anywhere. But we're really excited about some of the plays this year to see just who's going to fight for them. And we really want that to happen. And also for creatives to come along, and writers in particular, to see a particular play and think, God, I really want to write in response to that. We want a virtuous circle to emerge where people are writing plays, they're getting productions, and people then going, I can write something like that, something better than that, something more difficult than that, something more beautiful than that. And it's a great little hothouse for that.